Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your December 2017 mid-month readings. Thank you for joining us here today. Welcome to any newcomers. Thank you for all your likes, shares, subscribes, your support, your feedback, and comments. You guys are brilliant. Keep them coming. Always a big thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings and keep me so busy and fulfilled and occupied, both to my regular clients and my new clients as well. It's an honor and a pleasure to read for you always. Thank you. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About button, and there you will find more information on what I do and the services I offer. And you will also find my contact information there. You can email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you. Turnaround time for personal readings is usually pretty fast, as I do readings full-time, 5 to 6 days a week. It is what I do. So we can usually schedule a personal reading for you within a few days, anywhere from a few days upwards of a couple of weeks, but almost always within a 2-week period of time. We can schedule a reading for you live or recorded. I do a wide variety of readings, as you'll see on my information page. And with Christmas approaching, it's always a pretty I always get a lot of requests for gift readings. There's nothing more personal than a personal reading. A lot of people purchase readings as Christmas presents for friends and family and loved ones, so you can consider that as well. And also the 6 and 12-month life overviews I do are pretty popular around this time of year as we're transitioning into a new year. So you can email me directly. I'd be happy to work with you. For quick answers to quick questions, fast answers to quick questions, as I say, and you're not looking for as deep or in-depth a personal reading, you can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo under the same name, Irish Gypsy. That's for if you have a quick question you want answered, 1 or 2 questions, you have a decision you need to make on the fly, you just met someone and you want to kind of see how it's going to play out. You can find me and contact me on the smartphone app Instantgo under Irish Gypsy, which pretty much puts me at your fingertips 24/7, assuming, of course, I'm not asleep or otherwise occupied. I can usually get back with you either immediately or quite quickly. And that's for just really fast answers. They have a few different varieties of options there. You can just choose a 1 question, 1 answer option. You can open it up for a short little chat reading via text, and they also have a new video chat option as well. So for really fast answers to quick questions, you don't want quite as long or in-depth a reading, you can find me on Instantgo. And for the more traditional readings, you can email me directly and we'll set something up for you. So moving right along, make sure to check your rising and your moon sign videos as well. One of them might play out a little more predictably for you over the next couple of weeks and just give you additional insight and clarification, because as you know, we always say these are general readings and there's many of you watching. So the era of your life it resonates in and the degree and intensity, the specifics, of course, will vary from person to person depending on who's watching, what's going on in your life. But the energy usually translates the same. Okay, so this reading is for Libra, the air sign of Libra, for December 2017 mid-month. We're looking just at the last couple of weeks of December 2017 as we wrap up the end of 2017. We're approaching the end of the year here, so let us see what is in store for the last half of December 2017 for the air sign of Libra. Okay, Libra. We have the Ace of Cups, followed by the Page of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles, followed by the 4 of Wands. And from the bottom of the deck, your overall energy and guidance is the Empress. The Empress. I really like these cards for you, Libra. Really bright, happy cards. The interesting thing too is that there's 5 cards total, including your crowning card from the bottom of the deck, but the main 4 cards representing the last couple of weeks of December, you have 1 card from each of the 4 suits. So you have water, you have air, you have fire, and you have earth. It's a nice balance of elemental energy with the Empress, fertility and new beginnings crowning you all. I really feel like some of you, specifically, I'm getting that some of you are actually Some of you are finding out that you are pregnant this month, that you have conceived. Some of you may be giving birth because I'm feeling like that addition to the family. So pregnancy or giving birth this month, or you may be finding out that perhaps an adoption process is, if there's been a delay or a snag or an obstacle of some kind, you'll find that that is moving ahead quite quickly. I'm also getting that as well. So we find ourselves around the middle of December or so. I am recording this around the 11th with the Ace of Cups and the Page of Swords. Sorry about the glare. It's either too dark or too light in here. So cups is water energy. That's the element which governs the suit of cups. And in the tarot, this is the energy that manifests in the emotional area of our life, about emotions, feelings, and relationships as well. Aces represent new beginnings, seeds, which hold a lot of promise and potential if they're nurtured so that they can manifest to their full potential. So this is a new beginning in the emotional arena of your life. Some of you, this is going to be new love and romance. The Ace of Cups does sometimes come up for new love and romance. Some of you may be meeting somebody new. We are in the middle of the holiday season. There's lots of opportunities for social get-togethers for a lot of people. You may be meeting somebody new there. Represent new love and new love and romance, or potential new love and romance, and new love interest. It represents too just new emotional awakenings, a heart opening up. Some of you, it may not be in the romance department. It may be that you're just kind of coming to an emotional awareness of something, or an emotional awakening of something. Some of you, this might be a deeper understanding and awareness and connection to yourself as well, because it's coming from messages, something new, I think, shifting for you. The Ace of Cups is accompanied by the Page of Swords. Swords is air energy, and in the tarot, this manifests as internal psychological energy. The air energy is cerebral energy. It's mental, intellectual. It's about how we think, our belief systems, our outlooks and perspectives and perceptions, our words and our ideas, and how that affects the way that we relate to the world and people in the world. It's all about what goes on up in our heads. Also can represent learning, higher education, truth, illumination. Pages can represent young people or children. Some of you, this might be a child or a baby or a young person in your life. They often represent messages and messengers, being at the introductory part of a phase, a student apprenticeship sort of energy. So this page, this is messages, news, information, messages. So I'm getting a kind of a variety of different stories in different areas of life. Some of you are finding out, especially with the Empress crowning your card, your spread, which can represent fertility, pregnancy, the time being right to plant seeds for something, and it can often represent literal fertility. So some of you are finding out this news, this message information coming in. Some of you are finding out that you've conceived, that you're pregnant. Some of you, it may be giving birth, but I feel like more of a pregnancy, or those of you who are trying to add to your family via adoption or something that falls under that umbrella. There's news and information which kind of moves the process along. There's a message that's coming in that provokes this, fosters this feeling of the Ace of Cups as well. New emotional awakenings, the heart opening up and awakening again. Some of you, it's new love and romance as well. You may be actually meeting an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, another air sign. For some of you, the energy of this Page of Swords is your energy. Some of you who may be meeting somebody new or feeling like you're falling in love. Some of you may be dating someone, and all of a sudden it occurs to you that you're falling in love, or that you've become really emotionally attached. Some of you, this Ace of Cups energy is causing you to feel like the Page of Swords, regardless of what age you are, kind of that young, giddy schoolboy or schoolgirl kind of energy as well. Some of you, this has to do with finances as well. We transition next, so around the last week or so of December 2017, time being fluid, as I always say, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So Pentacles is earth energy. That's the element which governs this suit. And in the tarot, the energy of Pentacles usually manifests in an earthly, tangible way with things that we can see and touch and feel. So often it's money, finances, property, real estate, assets, job, etc. You can translate the same energy into any area of your life. And as this is a general reading, the area of your life that this may resonate in may vary from person to person. The details and specifics will always vary because there's so many of you watching, but the energy remains the same. So the Six of Pentacles, it's a card sometimes referred to as the tit for tat card. It's a card of equality, of equal giving and receiving. It can represent, sometimes I'm getting an actual tangible dollars and cents feeling off of this for some of you. You can see that on this card there's a man who, the implication is that he's quite wealthy. He appears to have a lot of wealth. He's weighing it out. He looks very well dressed. His clothes have that sheen of silk about him. So he's a man with a lot of resources, and he's kind of counting, weighing his money or his resources out, and he's periodically throwing handfuls of them out the window to these waiting, grasping hands. So some of you may be in a position to give more to others. Some of you are going to be on one side, and some of you are going to be on the other side. Some of you may be in a position of giving to somebody. You may have recently given to somebody. You may be in a charitable, philanthropic kind of, perhaps it's the holidays too for some people. Giving a gift to someone, or making a loan to someone, or giving of resources to someone else. Some of you may be the recipient of this. Some of you, I feel, maybe some of you are giving, and some of you are on the receiving end of this. Now, the Six of Pentacles is accompanied by the Four of Wands. So here we have fire energy, which is the element which governs the suit of wands. And in the tarot, the energy of fire is creation energy. It's all about creating, manifesting, building. It's very dynamic, fluid, action-oriented energy because it's fire, change, movement, action, power. The Four of Wands is a celebratory card. It can speak of an actual celebratory event with kind of an energy of anticipation around it. And again, we're in the holiday seasons, lots of opportunities for parties and social get-togethers. Some of you may be planning a big holiday party or Christmas party. Some of you may be planning to attend a big holiday or Christmas party, or a series of them. It represents the happiness and excitement we feel about get-togethers, even just ordinary get-togethers. It can sometimes represent formal parties or get-togethers like marriage, weddings, anniversaries, birthday parties, graduations, get-togethers which have kind of a formal theme that you're celebrating. But there's an air of kind of anticipatory excitement around this. And it's also about remembering that while sometimes going to parties, hosting parties, going to parties becomes kind of an action that we just go through, or something that, kind of a going through the motions sort of thing. The Four of Wands kind of reminds us too that it's really about the joy of being together and enjoying the time that we have together with friends and family. But the Four of Wands is also the happy surprise card. Typically when this card shows up, it represents that there is a happy surprise coming your way that's going to make you very happy. It's a blessing. It's going to make even some of you overjoyed. And it's coming quite quickly. When the Four of Wands shows up, it means a couple of things. Number one, this is not a card of an indeterminate future. It means that the surprise is coming quite quickly, typically within a few weeks to a couple of months at most. But since we're looking at the last half of December, it's, for the majority of you, this is an unexpected kind of happy surprise that's coming sometime between now and the beginning of the new year. Of course, time being somewhat fluid, as I always say. And secondly, it often represents that this happy surprise is connected with a get-together of some kind. And it's like something joyous happens at a party or a get-together, even if it's just a casual kind of get-together that really takes you off guard. There's some kind of unexpected, joyful surprise in store for you, Libra, coming over the next couple of weeks. And even though you know it's coming, it's still going to be unexpected. It's still going to take you off guard, and it's still going to be quite beautiful. Now, it's paired with the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Wands. So for some of you, it almost has a sort of reward sort of feel, but God's spirit, your angels and guides are not, I don't believe in that kind of scorekeeping divinity sort of thing. I feel like some of you, because you I feel like some of you, let me see if I can get this. Sometimes the challenge, as I say, sometimes the challenge is in channeling the messages into coherent thoughts that don't confuse people. So some of you have been very philanthropic. You've been very generous. You perhaps did something very wonderful. You gave of your time, your money, your resources in a way. Somehow it could be to an individual, to a family, and it could be perhaps that this is just the way that you choose to live your life. When you have the time and the resources to give, you do. It's just kind of part of your ethical foundation. And because of this, there's something coming your way that's almost has kind of a karmic feel to it, like because you have given so much, or because you have given specifically, something is coming back to you in a way. It's kind of what goes around comes around kind of feeling, and it's really blessed. For some of you are on the receiving end of something. You're going to be on the receiving end of something, and what you're receiving, whether it's actual money, finances, or resources of some kind, what you're going to receive is actually a surprise in and of itself as well. And it could be at a party or a get-together. It could be a Christmas gift of some kind that really you're not expecting. It takes you off guard. Because that happy surprise energy, that Four of Wands, even though you know there's a surprise coming, it's something you could never have predicted. So when this card comes up too, I always tell clients, don't turn down any invitations to go anywhere, to any parties or anything, regardless of how you feel about it. You may think, oh, that doesn't sound very exciting, or oh, that sounds kind of boring, or that doesn't really sound like my kind of gig. Go anyway, because you never know what might happen. Something is definitely on the horizon for you. And it has something to do with giving and receiving. Again, you know, it's a general reading. Some of you are going to be on one side, some of you are going to be on the other. This may be, some of you, it may be actual finances. You may receive a gift of money or resources of some kind, but you know, there's still this unexpected kind of air about it. Some of you under the love and romance umbrella, you may be meeting somebody at a holiday party of some kind or through friends and family. There may be a reuniting of some kind or a reconciliation of some kind. It could be love and romance. It could be with someone under the love and romance umbrella. Some of you, it may be a family member that you're estranged from, I'm getting as well. There's some kind of coming back together again under the love and romance umbrella. Some of you are going to be meeting a potential new love interest. Some of you who may be dating someone and maybe the relationship is still fairly new, still fairly fresh. You may be surprised this Christmas or New Year. Some of you may be getting a marriage proposal or taking something to the next level. It's like, I feel like for some of you, somebody may be asking you to move in with them or get engaged, something of that sort as well. So again, it's a general reading. There's a lot of you watching. Some of you, it's going to resonate in the, you know, Pentacles energy, Earth energy part of your life. Some of you, it may be love and romance. Some of you, it may be reconciliation or coming back, a reuniting, because I'm getting a reuniting with someone. Some of you, that may be in a romantic sense, and some of you, I feel like it's a family member, someone that you've been separated from or estranged from for quite some time. There's news and messages coming in which have your heart opening up and kind of overflowing, and it's really unexpected. So regardless of the specifics, how it plays out in your life, and I love getting feedback on the Four of Wands, the unexpected surprise. The happy surprise card, I always like hearing how that actually plays out. So regardless of the specifics of how it plays out in whatever area of your life, Libra, because it's going to be different for everybody watching, there's two things which remain the same that are coming through quite loud and clear. One, in the last half of December or so, there is some kind of news, messages, information. Somebody may be reaching out to contact you, and whatever the messages are coming in, or the messages coming in, it's like your heart is opening up again, or your heart is opening up. There's this new emotional beginning you're very happy about. There's some unexpected energy, something happening, a happy surprise coming that's going to lead you feeling very very blessed and very joyous as well. Some of you may be on the receiving end of an unexpected gift. Some of you just may be being blessed in a variety of different ways because of how giving you have been as well. Your overall energy from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card is the Empress. Major Arcana card, beautiful card. This is a card of fertility, pregnancy. It can represent sometimes mothers, maternal figures. You know, I'm getting somebody out there, this reuniting estrangement or coming back together again. Some of you may have been maybe estranged from your mother or estranged from your daughter, or separated from them somehow, whether it's by distance or by just emotional, stuff. There is a coming back together again. I'm feeling that quite strongly for somebody out there. Others of you, literal fertility, conception, pregnancy. Others of you, there's brand new beginnings. Some of this unexpected, whatever this happy surprise card is, this happy surprise energy coming in, it may, for those of you who are on the receiving end, it may be giving you the opportunity or resources somehow to start something new in your life, because the Empress is about new beginnings. It's about the very beginning of the beginnings, the time at which you take the seed and you actually plant it in the ground. It's about when the Empress shows up, it's usually the green light for beginning anything new, new projects, new jobs, new relationships, etc. So brand new beginnings. Also a strong connection to nature as well, and self-nurturing too, or indulging in things which you find self-nurturing. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Hopefully a beautiful reading to deliver, Libra, and hopefully it didn't hopefully it wasn't too confusing. Hopefully I got the messages out in the manner that those of you that are supposed to hear it can hear them. Lovely, beautiful, bright energy. I can't wait to see how this plays out. For those of you this happy surprise energy, please do keep me updated on what that is, because I love to see how that happens. So that pretty much wraps up your December 2017 mid-month readings, Libra. Thank you very much for watching it. Again, if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can go to my YouTube channel's homepage, click on the About button. You'll see all the information there, and also my contact details. You can email me directly at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. And for really quick answers to really fast questions, do you have a decision you need to make on the fly or something you want to look at really quick? You can also find me on the smartphone app Instantgo. And my email address and the link to Instantgo you can also find attached to the description of every video I post. So I look forward to hearing from you. And for those of you who still have friends and family and loved ones that you don't know what kind of gift to give them, well, purchase a personal reading for them. I don't think that you'll be sorry. So I will see you all again in a couple of weeks for the brand new year readings, the January 1st readings for the new year. And until then, Libra, as always, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday season as we wrap up the end of 2017. Take care, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.